On the broadcast tonight, what you need to know about the upcoming McLean-Bridgerton Ball.
And the latest on the potential TikTok ban. All of that and more right now on SUTV News.
Good evening, welcome back to another edition of SUTV News. I'm JD DeRazio.
And I'm Haley Galaskis.
Next Monday, the Page Center and the Women's and Gender Studies program are teaming up to teach an important lesson in safety. From 3 to 5 p.m., there will be a self-defense workshop held in the Cub Airport Lounge. All are welcome to learn verbal and physical techniques to set and enforce safe boundaries.
Students, it is that time of year once again to start thinking about what classes you want to take in the summer and the upcoming fall semester. The university is encouraging students to log into their MyShip student portal to view the catalog of classes available, as well as finding their scheduled time for registration. Students are then required to schedule an appointment with their academic advisor to get their PIN number and concrete list of classes for course selection. All students can also log into My Degree Audit to get a complete list of the classes required for graduation. Course selection began for graduate students this past Monday and will open up for undergraduate students starting March 25th. McLean Hall is hosting a late-night Bridgerton-themed ball this Friday. The event will feature fun activities such as charm bracelet making, poetry writing, ballroom dancing, and more. Food and drinks will also be provided, including sandwiches, lemonade, iced tea, and cupcakes. For more information on this event, check your SHIP email for your official invite or stop by the Cub NPR this Friday at 9 p.m.
Coming up in world news, the latest on the House of Representatives TikTok ban bill.
Stay tuned after these messages.
Are you failing a class or don't know what you're doing? You're in luck. Shippensburg Primary Academic Resource Center is free to all SHIP students. The Student Success Center, also known as the Learning Center, is located on the first floor of Mowry Hall. The center provides a variety of services, including course-based tutoring, writing tutoring, and learning specialists. To schedule an in-person or Zoom appointment, visit the Student Success Center collaborative website, ship.campus.eab.com. I'm Will Nicholson with SUTV.
Are you having a hard time focusing on your work? Why not check out the Ezra Lehman Memorial Library? The library has many resources like the IT desk on the main floor. For computer assistants, see the experts. Need to print in black and white or color? Don't worry, the library offers both options on different floors. You can use the bottom floor for group work and the top floor for when you need silence. Don't forget to stop by Starbucks. Check out library.ship.edu for more information. This is a public service announcement from SUTV.
It's now time to go around the globe and check in with Evan Pahusky, who has this week's world news.
The House has passed a bill that could potentially ban the popular video app TikTok in the United States. House members on both sides are in support of the passing of this bill, believing that the China-affiliated media platform could cause national security threats due to its data collecting operations. On the other hand, many small business owners and content creators use the platform as their living, causing uproar from its users. TikTok CEO Shouzi Chu posted a video defending his company and U.S. freedoms. He said, quote, "Share them with your friends, share them with your family, share them with your senators, protect your constitutional rights." It is now up to the Senate following a 352 to 65 House vote. The Boeing company had a newsworthy week over break. With more information, here's SUTV's Jeremy Perna.
Former Boeing quality control manager John Barnett has died from an apparent suicide in South Carolina, following his testimony calling out safety and production issues of the aviation manufacturer. Barnett retired from the aviation company after 32 years and has since been raising concerns about production standards. Included in his concerns, he strictly mentioned the company's negligence in addressing numerous defects in parts production, as well as the oxygen systems in the company's aircrafts. Boeing this year has suffered several mechanical and part malfunctions, especially recently, such as a flight that departed to New Zealand, where the aircraft underwent a violent decline in altitude. The unexpected movement in the flight left passengers in fear for their lives, as dozens suffered injuries, causing several to make a trip to the hospital after landing. Another incident occurred Friday regarding a missing panel on a flight from San Francisco to Oregon, which was discovered as the plane entered the terminal. Barnett was 62. With SUTV News, I'm Jeremy Perna.
On March 13th, authorities released body cam footage which led to 2 deputies killing a teen diagnosed with autism. Ryan Gaynor, who was 15 years old, was shot in front of his Californian home after he charged the deputy with a garden tool, a raised hula hoe. His family states he was upset Saturday because he wanted to listen to music and play video games while his parents wanted him to do his chores. Because of his disability, the dispute got out of hand and a family member ended up calling 911 because Gaynor was actively assaulting family members and damaging property at the residence. While previous deputies have been called to the house 5 times before since January, and each time were able to calm the teen down, it is unsure if these deputies who shot Gaynor had interacted with him before or had known about his disability. The family is focusing on burying their loved one, but plan to file a lawsuit. In the past few weeks, a series of controversies have emerged since the royal family released a photo of Kate Middleton. Catherine Middleton, the Princess of Wales, has been out of the public light since January following an apparent abdominal surgery. On March 10th, Kensington Palace released an image of Middleton with her children to celebrate Mother's Day in the UK. Shortly after release, however, the photo was removed from multiple news sources, claiming that the image was manipulated. This served as fuel to the conspiracy theory fire that surrounds the royal family, with many speculating on where the princess could be and whether or not she is safe. Amid the controversy, the princess released a statement where she claimed to have edited the photo. While some were appeased by this explanation, many were still theorizing on the state of Kate Middleton. Just this week, however, the princess was seen for the first time in months shopping with her husband, Prince William. From the images taken, she seemed to be all smiles. The royal family say that Kate Middleton will be returned to royal duties on the 31st of this month. That was all for Royal News for this week. I'm Evan Bahusky. Now back to JD and Haley at the desk.
Coming up after the break is your 7-day forecast.
That and more after this short commercial break.
Here at Multicultural Student Affairs, we value every student. No matter your race or ethnicity, you are guaranteed a home here. MSA offers many resources: a place to study, a place to meditate, a place to socialize, or a safe place to communicate issues or talk with a faculty member. Come down to Gilbert Hall today and join our family. Our roots run deep. Why not grow together? This is a public service announcement from MSA.
If you're looking for a way to get involved and inform the community, student media is the place to be. With SHIP's award-winning newspaper, The Slate, Emmy-winning television station SUTV, campus radio station 88.7 WSYC, and Public Relations Society PRSSA, no matter what you're interested in, student media has something for you. Visit the second floor of the Cub or Roland Hall for more information. This is a public service message from SUTV.
Well, I'll tell you what, Haley, it's our first week back on campus after spring break. It's good to be back on campus, but the weather has not really been too kind to us.
No, I'm blowing over. I'm trying to hold on to myself. I'm sick of this wind.
Yeah, lots of wind, lots of rain, so hopefully Abby Hockenberry has some good news for us. Let's send it over to her with this week's weather.
Thank you, JD and Haley. It sure is good to be back on campus after a much-needed spring break. That definitely could have been longer if it was up to me, but it is not up to me, and we're back, and so is the weather, even though it didn't go anywhere. Tonight, we will see clear skies, and we're not expecting any rain, which is music to my ears, although the temperature will drop to 24, a little too cold for comfort. Tomorrow, during the day, the skies are going to be cloudy, and we are expecting an 80% chance of rain. It will be showers at first, and as the night goes, it will be steadier rain that is unfortunately going to carry into all day Saturday. Thankfully, the opening ceremony for the senior art exhibit that is at the Kaufman Gallery from 1 to 3 p.m. is indoors, so that beautiful art will not get rained out. Sunday and Monday, we will get a break from that rain, generally staying the same, partly cloudy, reaching mid-50s. Tuesday night, we can expect some rain showers along with humidity. Rain and humidity just makes a lovely combo, doesn't it? But then the rest of the week, we will experience some on and off showers until Friday morning. I do not know about all of you, but I want to see more of those sunny days like we had during spring break. Who doesn't like summer? But I guess favorite seasons are debatable, I guess. That is it with this week's weather. I am Abby Hockenberry, now sending it over to Emily Hall, who has this week's entertainment.
Mark your calendars. Shippensburg's Lure Center has a lineup of shows coming up that you won't want to miss. For a family-friendly weekend performance, come see Blippi's The Wonderful World Tour this Saturday at 2 p.m. This show promises wonder and curiosity for kids of all ages as Blippi and Mika explore what makes different cities special. If you're interested in a more musical show, come see A Small Island, Big Song, which features music and video from 16 countries. To purchase tickets and see other upcoming performances, go to thelurecenter.com. On Wednesday, iconic toy maker Mattel announced plans to open a second theme park. Mattel Adventure Park Kansas City will be in Bonner Springs, Kansas, and will be a licensing partnership with Epic Resort Destinations. Construction is scheduled to break ground later this year, and the park is set to open in 2026. The park will have attractions like those at Mattel Adventure Park in Glendale, Arizona. That includes Hot Wheels roller coasters and a larger-than-life Barbie beach house. There will also be a Barbie-themed flying theater and a Barbie rooftop restaurant and bar. Last but not least, fans will be able to enjoy a He-Man versus Skeletor laser tag in a giant arena made to resemble iconic Castle Grayskull Fortress. If you're looking for something fun to do this weekend, head on over to the Cub NPR on Saturday for Noche Latina, which is Latin night. Join the Latino student organization as they host music by DJ Leon Xavier, accompanied by other performances, dancing, food, and mocktails. This event will be Saturday, March 23rd at 8 p.m. in Cub NPR 100 and is a free event. St. Patrick's Day was last Sunday. To celebrate the iconic holiday, SUTV's Evan Pahusky went around asking people their opinions on the iconic drink of the season.
If you're like me, you forgot it was St. Patrick's Day last Sunday, but fear not, SUTV's got you covered because we're asking the students what do they think about the Shamrock Shake, as it is a St. Patrick's Day McDonald's treat. So let's see what they have to say.
You know, the Shamrock Shake, it just tastes like toothpaste and it's neon green. Who wants it? Not me.
All right, do I mess with the Shamrock Shake? I do not, because I've heard nothing good about it, so yeah, here we go.
No, can't say I messed with the Shamrock Shake. Personally, not a fan of it. Think it's a little pricey and also just not my cup of tea.
Hi, I've never had the Shamrock Shake, so I don't think I mess with it.
I've never had the Shamrock Shake either, but happy St. Patrick's Day.
That was
But that's what the Shamrock Shake's for.
Shamrock Shake, it's pretty good. Kind of tastes like toothpaste, but I like eating toothpaste, so it's fine. Yeah.
I don't like Shamrock Shakes because I don't like mint. That's all I got.
I mess with the Shamrock Shake. Minimal, like 4 a week. Usually when I go 2 a day, and that's how I hit that minimum of 4, but best one they make.
I love the Shamrock Shake, but I like the Shamrock McFlurry better. That might be a hot take, but that's my opinion.
Well, honestly, in my opinion, the Shamrock Shake's like kind of overrated. Like I've had it a few times, but each time it like makes me feel really sick. But that's just my 2 cents. So this was Evan Pahusky with SUTV, and back to Emily.
Drake Bell recently came out with a tell-all on his traumatic experience working for Nickelodeon as a child actor. With more on this story is SUTV's Adam Beam.
When you think Nickelodeon, you probably think of Slime and shows that many still quote to this day. But the new series Quiet on Set is opening eyes to the company's darker secrets.
How safe can any kids be in that environment? There would be even bigger problems down the line with actual pedophiles on set.
The investigative Discovery series explores the alleged decade of abuse and scandals that occurred at Nickelodeon from the late 1990s all the way up until the mid-2010s. The series focused heavily on Dan Schneider, the former producer and creator behind shows like Drake and Josh, iCarly, and Victorious, just to name a few. Many of the individuals interviewed recount firsthand experiences of alleged toxic workspaces, including former writers, production crew, and actors like Drake Bell. Bell in particular went into detail of an assault that occurred at the hands of former All That actor Brian Peck. Bell remained unnamed when Peck went to trial in 2004 and was sentenced to 16 months in prison and became a registered sex offender.
It was the most unbelievable thing I'd ever seen. His entire side of the courtroom was full. Full.
It should be noted that Bell himself came under fire in 2021 after a female fan accused the star of sexual misconduct and grooming. He was sentenced to 2 years probation for child endangerment. In the wake of the documentary's release, Dan Schneider did an exclusive interview where he addressed his past behavior and the allegations against him.
Let's talk about the massages.
Okay.
Watching the content yesterday, it was disturbing.
It was wrong. It was wrong that I ever put anybody in that position. It was the wrong thing to do. I'd never do it today. Additionally, I apologize to the people who were walking around Video Village or wherever they happened, because there were lots of people there who witnessed it who also may have felt uncomfortable. So I owe them an apology as well.
Yeah.
Other celebrities that have come to Dan Schneider's defense include Bell's former co-star Josh Peck and Game Shaker star Madison Shipman. The 4-part documentary can now be streamed in full on Max or Discovery Plus. But for SUTV Entertainment, I'm Adam Beam.
Well, that's going to do it for entertainment this week. I'm Emily Hall. Now back to JD and Haley at the desk.
Coming up in sports, it's that time of year once again to talk some March Madness.
Sports with Jeremy Perna is coming up. Stay tuned.
Are you a commuter that feels disconnected? Then stop by the Commuter Lounge in Cub 209 to learn more about opportunities to get involved in Shippensburg. Check out the lounge space to socialize with other commuters with a kitchenette, computers, games, and more. Get involved in the community and meet fellow commuters through the Raider Neighbor program. Never miss a moment at SHIP. Learn how to become a part of the commuter community by emailing Bridget Allen at bcallen@ship.edu. This is a public service announcement from SUTV.
Shippensburg baseball racked up 4 more PSAC wins after sweeping Westchester 4-0 in the weekend series. Throughout the series, junior Gio Calamia recorded his second home run of the season. Freshman Connor Bardo picked up his second Raider win during his first career start. Shippensburg totaled 37 hits and 27 runs on the weekend, leading to the clean sweep. This was the first time in 24 years that Ship had a 4-game sweep over Westchester. The Raiders will be back in action at home tomorrow afternoon against Bloomsburg. Games start at 1 p.m. Shippensburg softball started their conference play on the road against Shepherd University on Tuesday. After suffering a tough loss in the first of the 2 games, the Raiders rallied back for an impressive 14-run game. Senior Morgan Lindsay started out the first inning with a 3-run homer. Freshman Sarah Sabasic also tallied her own solo home run. The Raiders will continue conference play at Bloomsburg tomorrow afternoon and East Stroudsburg on Sunday. Freshman Jazz Barry competed in the NCAA Women's Swimming Championships in Geneva, Ohio for the 50-yard freestyle last Wednesday and for the 100-yard breaststroke on Friday. On Wednesday morning's outing, she posted a prelim time of 23.95 seconds, finishing in 41st place. For the 100-yard breaststroke on Friday, Barry finished 25th overall with a 1-minute 40-second outing, which is the 3rd quickest in Shippensburg University history amongst NCAA championships. Among PSAC competitors in the 100-yard breaststroke, she placed 3rd as she had a solid performance. Shippensburg swimming has wrapped up for the 2024 season and will resume next fall. Indoor track season may be over, but the Raiders received multiple awards for their season efforts. Mason Boyd took home the Atlantic Region Athlete of the Year honors after his impressive season. As for the coaching staff of the Raiders, they took home 2 awards of his own. Steve Spence and Dave Osenich took home Coach of the Year and Assistant of the Year. The Raiders will take the track outdoors this spring and hope to have more success and continue their storied run. March is home to one of the biggest sporting events every year. With more on this madness is SUTV's Ben Willey.
Tonight starts one of the most exciting times of the year in sports, as March Madness has officially begun. The 68-team pool was announced this past Sunday after the major conference tournament wrapped up play and finished the last automatic bids into the tournament. The bracket was finalized and the games tipped off this afternoon. Millions of people will be trying once again to make the perfect bracket, and chaos will be sure to ensue. Who will be the next Cinderella story, and who will come out on top? All will be answered starting with the round of 64 and 32 this weekend. Reporting for SUTV News, I'm Ben Willey.
That's it for sports. I'm Jeremy Perna for SUTV. Now back to Haley and JD at the desk.
An iconic fast food chain is adding pizza to its menu.
Find out all the details right after this.
Hamilton was adopted from a rescue in 2008. He really likes to be around people. And as soon as I start to make my breakfast, Hamilton is right there. I get out my mat and I'm doing a downward dog and he's underneath. He's quite the pug about town. He gets invited to a lot of parties. He knows he's a pretty big deal. I mean, look at this little face. How could you not love him?
Chick-fil-A is spreading its wings by testing a few new items for its customers. The chicken chain's kitchen brand Little Blue Menu is serving 5 new pizzas and a variation of a calzone called the Pepperoni Pizza Round. These pies, including Buffalo Ranch and Meats and Veg, made their debut this week at the Little Blue Menu location in College Park, Maryland. Little Blue Menu got its name from the first diner owned by Chick-fil-A founder Truett Cathy. According to Chick-fil-A's website, Cathy would test new meals at this diner, and once approved, they are listed on the Little Blue Menu. That diner is where Cathy would eventually create his signature legendary Chick-fil-A sandwich. Items from the Little Blue Menu, including these new pizzas and calzone, can be ordered on the Chick-fil-A's digital app or littlebluemenu.com. It's not clear if or when the new menu items will be available outside Maryland, which begs the question, why is it not at the Shippensburg location? I want some Chick-fil-A pizzas right here on campus.
I'm curious, and I think college students are the perfect people to test this for you. We'll be honest.
Yeah,
hit us up.
Yeah, hit us up. Give us our contact information. We'll be happy to promote the new Chick-fil-A's pizzas.
We'll be in touch.
But that's going to do it for tonight's edition of SUTV News. I'm JD Durazio.
And I'm Haley Galaskis. Make sure to follow us on Facebook and Instagram and check out our website at sutvnews.org.
Thank you for watching. Good night.